5 ways to stay motivated even when you don't feel like doing it. Guys, we all have those times. It doesn't matter whether it's keeping yourself fit. I just finished my workout and we're doing a 90-day challenge right now. Or whether it's keeping on top of your business. Or maybe there's certain tasks you need to do, whether it's in your career, in your personal life. And sometimes when we wake up in the morning, we just want to hit that snooze button. Sometimes doing something over and over again, especially during the tough times, when we don't see the results that we want to see and we don't see it as fast as we want to see it, sometimes we do get demotivated. So how do we actually stay motivated? Because this is crucial, right? A lot of the time, if you want to hit your goals, if you want to get to that destination, if you want to achieve what you want to achieve, and this is what I learned through my journey, right? I didn't sign up like 54 franchisees at £200,000 each, right? I didn't just do that overnight. There was a lot of hard work I needed to put in it. And there was also times where I really didn't feel like doing it, but I still had to do it. Same with the whole public speaking. Today I speak all around the world and people say, oh, Eric, you got lucky. How come you get to share the stage with Richard Branson and you're in front of thousands of people? And I say, well, some people can look at it and say it's luck, but I believe success and people who actually hit those goals, the high achievers, are people who at times when they don't feel like doing it, they're still able to get up and they're still able to get into that hustle, get into that grind and produce results. So what are the key fundamentals to a person who actually gets the results, and how can you actually stay motivated? These are the 5 things that not only I've used, but a lot of successful people have used all around the world, and we've adapted it to many different things, and I want to share this with you in this video. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it.
People have today isn't that they're struggling, isn't that they can't get out of their shit. It's because the shit that they're in isn't big enough. And why I say that is because if that shit was big enough right now, if the people had a gun pointed to their head, they would actually get their ass moving. Always understand that emotions is what leads to motion. It's energy in motion. So if your emotional drive is not strong enough, you're not going to do anything to get out of it.
What's up guys, Eric Ho here, and in this video I'm going to break down the 5 things to stay motivated even during the tough times and even when you really don't feel like doing it, okay? Now, as we said before, sometimes in life, with the goals we have, with the things we want to achieve, sometimes we need to do the same thing over and over, and it may seem a little tedious, it may seem like we're doing the same thing over and over, I don't want to do it anymore, but it's those crucial moments a lot of the time when we are 3 foot from gold, from hitting that gold mine, from hitting that result, from achieving what we want to achieve. So what is the first thing? We're going to get straight into it. The first thing is to learn to focus in the moment. Now, what does this mean? If you've ever had this before, like let's say for example, like running a marathon, right? If you're running a marathon and you keep thinking how far you are from the end goal, from the destination, it gets quite depressing because you're like, I still need to run another 6 hours and like I've only ran half an hour and I'm tired already. So if you keep focusing on the end goal, then sometimes it gets quite depressing, and that's how you get more and more demotivated because you keep thinking how far you are away from the goal. But if you are able to, at whatever task you are doing, to keep focusing in this moment. And how do you get into this moment? Very simple. Take a deep breath in and out. By keep focusing on this moment, what you're able to do is you're able to just run this 1 mile, right? And get this 1 mile over and done with. When it comes to the next mile, run that 1 mile. And a lot of the time when we focus in these moments, time passes by at a crazy, crazy speed. And that's when I say time is not real, right? Why is it that sometimes 2 hours can seem like a long time? Why is it that sometimes 2 hours can just fly by? And this is how it works, because a lot of the time when we're, let's say, with our loved ones and we want to stay in that moment and we want that moment to be longer and we're enjoying the moment, the 2 hours pass by and then you get to your destination. So that same thing happens when you've got a goal, you've got something you want to achieve. If you can keep focusing on doing the things you're doing in those moments, the time just passes by, and then by the time you know it, you hit your destination. So that's number 1, focus in the moment. So work in the moment. The second thing, what the Chinese called burn the boats. So they say, if you want to take the island, you got to burn the boats because you've got no way back. So that is a very good way to actually keep yourself in that momentum, right? In that motivation. And how do you do it? You could do things like, for example, public declarations. Right? I do it all the time. This is how I get results in business, in fitness. Now we're doing a fitness challenge. I might put a link on this, by the way, if you guys want to join us in a 90-day fitness challenge. We're doing it on Facebook. So I could put a link there if you want to join us there. We're having a lot of fun doing it. And we hold each other accountable. And by putting the public declaration out there, by telling everybody the goal you're going to hit, right? And who do you want to tell? You want to most importantly tell the people who you know if you don't hit your goal, they're going to point their finger at you and say, you see, I knew you weren't going to do it. They're the people you want to tell, because that allows you to create an environment which doesn't allow you to back off and escape and say, oh, today I'm not going to do it, because it holds you accountable. So what is the things, or what are the actions that you can do right now to burn the boats? Make that commitment, make that declaration so that there's no turning back. Okay, it's very, very powerful if you know how to do it. This is actually how I managed to write my book. I actually pre-sold loads of copies, loads of people bought it, and then I had to produce the book. I had no way of backing out anymore because I did a pre-sell. Okay, so in business, you can use these strategies too. Now, point number three was inspired by my good friend, Inspiring Vanessa, 11-year-old motivational speaker. She always says, at times when you feel like giving up, remind yourself and remember why you started in the first place. And the crucial word there is why. Because why is your drive. Why did you start in the first place? If it's in business, right? You got into business because you wanted to create freedom. You wanted to be able to make money to look after your loved ones. Then keep reminding yourself during those tough times why you are doing this. Because when you be able to find that drive, and when you're able to pull out that drive and that bigger why, that's way beyond you. A lot of the time, our greatest need is way beyond us, is when we contribute beyond us. So what is that why? And a lot of the time, you can stick that why on your wall so that you're reminded every single day of why you are doing what you're doing. And that's what's going to give you that drive and that continuous drive to get to your goal, right? Point number four is to have an accountability buddy, right? Just like we're doing right now with the gym sessions. I'm going with a group of people every single day we go. And you'll find when you have accountability buddies, right? Sometimes when you feel a little bit weak, they'll pull you up. Sometimes when they feel a little bit weak, you'll pull them up. So that's the power of this mastermind group. So create one of those groups for yourself, and that'll really help you too. And the final thing, find yourself a coach. It doesn't matter if it's with life coach. It doesn't matter in business, find a business coach. It doesn't matter if it's fitness, find a fitness coach. And some people say, I don't need a coach, Eric. But let's look at it this way. If the greatest athletes out there, right, from your tennis players to your basketball players, if all of these guys have coaches, who are you to not need a coach? If you want to perform at your best, if you want to be able to hit your goals, find yourself a coach. And how do you find yourself a good coach? The good types of coaches you want to find are the people who hold you accountable, who, if they say it, who say it how it is. Now, some coaches make it all beautiful and make you feel really, really great, but they don't really help you get results. So the coaches you want to find is when you say, hey, does my bum look big in this? And if it does look big in this, they say, yes, it does. That's the type of coach you want. The ones who say it how it is. And sometimes those coaches, when they say these things, it may hurt, but it's okay. Because we know they're wanting us to get results. They push us and drive us to get our results. So that's the final thing, just to wrap up. In business, I have my coaches. In spirituality, I have my coaches. Right? In life, I have my coaches. In fitness, I have my coaches. And that's how I get results in different areas. And you can definitely do it too. You just need to manage these 5 things. And when you do, you'll start seeing results in every area of your life. Guys, If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up, give us a like, support the channel, and that'll really keep me motivated to keep doing these daily videos. And also comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. It's always nice to know because we're doing a lot of traveling and we're going to be doing a lot of vlogging as well, taking you along the journey. And remember, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it, because now I'm dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable and to keep you motivated to make 2018 your best year yet. But for now, guys, ciao.